probably have it develops. So your last bubble diagram wouldn't look like the first one. So it's a process. Okay. And then looking at the form development, so you can see from here how I started adding a number of boxes to come up with the design. The design will come later. Please, any questions before we move on to the design drawing?
So with when can we go to the previous uh, yeah, so I wanted to find out about uh, developing a form. So
Okay.
where exactly, like if somebody does not really have like a creative edge like that, and
Mm-hmm.
they want to come up with a form, because
Yeah.
normally you would want to pick something on the internet and then maybe modify it. Is that advisable, or what do you think somebody who does not really have a serious creative edge can do to
Mm.
enhance themselves, like yeah,
Mm.
with developing a form?
Okay. Okay. So first off, I think this whole form development I'm talking about could be the way in that instead of saying you add a box to a box and then to another box. So let's just say the second part, the one I've labeled as two, number two. You see, we have a rectangular box and then there's another box on it. Just this can be a very beautiful form. Once you place windows, once you place doors, once you bring light and context to it, it is a form on its own. So it's a matter of um okay. I was going to say the matter of being creative, but then I understand what you're saying. So another thing is going online to
Yes,
see similar projects, right? Then
yes,
you see how best you can integrate them into your own idea.
yes,
So yes, so let's say you see five different projects. You can pick an element from one, another from the other. So you end up getting different elements that you can put together to create your own. But you must never copy
yes.
from the internet.
You
Yes,
must
you
find
must never.
originality in picking things. You must
Exactly.
eventually find originality in whatever you pick. Whatever you pick must not be the same. I think it's just like with research writing. When
Yeah.
you pick a quote from somebody, eventually your whole research should not be filled up with people's quotes. You should have your own mind in the writing. Eh, basically, uh, that's what I'm thinking. Or
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
somebody is asking a question again. It says, can you
Okay.
elaborate more in the bubble diagram 2 and 3?
Bubble diagram 2 and 3. Which is the two? Which is the three? Is it this? Which is the 2 and 3?
Is it the site conceptual planning? Ah, yeah, yeah, is that one.
That one. Oh, okay. 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 So okay. So with the site conceptual planning for this project, there were two options I did. So option one is the first two you see at the top. And then option two is what I've labeled one, two, three. And then the last one at the bottom. So let me see. So like I mentioned, this is an eco resort design. So for the first one, I how do I put it? The design is quite complex. I don't want to go into details of the design, but let me use a school. So let's imagine this is a school. So I have my road, which you see on the top. So once you branch off the road, the first thing you should have will be probably a car park, an open space for a car park. So that would be the open space I have labeled here. And then beyond the open space, so I've labeled accommodation and ancillary facilities will be the school building or the school block. And then the orange bubble I've done would be like a circulation space around the school, or rather maybe a school park. Um, yes, let me put it that way for now. So there isn't a fixed way of going about the bubbles. It's you have to picture yourself walking into the space. So yeah, design a school. I'm still going to use this. Yeah, design a school. Once you branch off the road onto the side, what is the first thing you see? So for me, the first thing I will see is a parking lot. So I draw a circle for that. Okay, so after the parking lot, what else do I see? Okay, I think a playground on the opposite side of the parking lot. Then I draw a circle for that too. Then what do I see again? Straight ahead, I see the school building. Then I draw a circle for that. Okay, what else? There should be a canteen. Okay, the canteen can be behind the school block. Then I draw a circle for that. So before you realize you are connecting these circles, which will be how your spaces will flow in your plan. Please, am I making sense? But explaining this itself be confusing because of where the design started from.
Okay, yeah, I think she's fine. Can go on.
You can go on. So like I mentioned earlier, let's not be worried about the sheet presentation or arrangements. All that matters is that you have this checklist and you're following. You just make sure that on your conceptual sheet, you have your site planning on it. And this site planning has to do with the functional relationship diagram on the site. And you have your form development on it. And then you have your concepts on it. These three items. So it depends on how you want to arrange it on the sheet. All right. I think there's a question. Okay. So let me come here. So your question is it necessary? Doesn't mean it's not necessary to bubble the spaces in the building. See, it is very necessary. Thank you for drawing my attention. So once you are doing your bubble diagram, first of all, you start with the site, how the elements around relates to the building. Like I've said, car park, blah blah blah, the school building. And you end off with the school building itself, a blow up of it. So that's what I have here for the last one. Now, aside the car park and everything around it, the school building itself has been elaborated here, the various spaces in the facility. Please do get it. So you don't just start off with the school building itself, but you start off with the site, car park, play area, school park, etc. School building. Then you zoom in to your school building bubbles, but you still have the car park, um, play area, etc. around it. Please, you understand?
Please, is it clear?
Exactly. Can we continue?
She's asking, and the bubble diagram needs to cope with the site plan. She's asking, and the bubble diagram needs to cope with the site plan, right? Hello,
Yes. Yes.
hello.
Any more question?
She's asking, and the bubble diagram needs to cope with the site plan, right?
Should we continue?
Can you hear me?
Should